Early tonight, ACC basketball, the opening week of the season. Game 2, year 2 of the Mark Madsen era. As Mad Dogs, Cal Bears take on the Mustangs from Cal Poly, who dropped a tough one on Tuesday to start their season over in San Francisco against USF. Along with Ben Braun and our ACC Network crew, Roxy Bernstein, as we will get into as this night progresses. Cal in the home whites in the opening tip, batted around, and Cal Poly controls, and a former Golden Bear, Jared Hyder, brings it across for the Mustangs. Deflected out by Monty Sissoko. It stays with Cal Poly. Here's the starting five for Mike DeGeorge and Cal Poly. Hyder, and a number of those guys came with Mike DeGeorge from Colorado Mesa, where he was the last 6 years. They're not necessarily veterans for Cal Poly, but veterans in this system as Mac Riniker lays it in for the game's first points.
Well, Roxy, they know how to play. They've played at a championship level. They've played together, and they're veteran players and upperclassmen. You put those combinations together, that spells success.
And they understand the system, Ben. And even though these players are new to Cal Poly, but having an understanding of the system has to give them a big advantage early in the year.
Well, you know, they just seem to get to the right spot on the floor. They seem comfortable out there. And
who began his college career as a walk-on for Tad Boyle at Colorado.
Well, remember him well, actually, and now he's got a chance to play and make his own contributions.
On the drive, the bucket, and the first points breaking the seal for the Golden Bears.
Or Roxy, they've got to get back in a hurry. You can't celebrate.
And a three, the offensive rebound again. Isaac Jessup off the Ethan Menzies miss. And a three, and the second triple for Isaac Jessup, and an early 6-point lead.
And then not have to play with the momentum. They've got to get their mojo back.
Knocked away in a steal, Javon Blackshirt Jr. for Cal, and has it blocked from behind. Good hustle by Mac Riniker coming back for the Mustangs, and it's off of Cal.
Yeah, well, you'll see, you talk about a defensive player. Watch the steal by Blackshirt, and what you think is a sure layup. Riniker was two-time Defensive Player of the Year at his previous stop, and he can play. He never gave up on that play, and he came back and saved the day.
And it was the right call. The ball did hit off Blackshirt, then went out of bounds. But as you alluded to, Riniker, one of those Colorado Mesa transfers, as Ethan Menzies knocks one down. 10 on the timer for Javon Blackshirt Jr. Underneath, double clutching, and one counted. B.J. Omot for the Golden Bears.
Well,
so Omot at the line, the transfer from North Dakota, and played 2 years for Sudan, but he was born and raised in Minnesota, in Mankato, Minnesota. And had good numbers at North Dakota and transferring to Cal. Now Omot getting a breather, and a deep three from Hyder is good. And Elliott for Cal Poly. Step back from Jared Hyder, and Hyder hits his second three. That's 5 threes for Cal Poly, and they're up 12.
Well, and they're playing with confidence, Roxy. That's what upperclassmen do. They're playing against really a pretty good defensive team in Cal, and right now they've got an edge because of the confidence level.
Javon Blackshirt Jr. rattles in a three for California.
Well,
a Cal ball. And the Bears, who are trailing by 9, have been down by as many as 12 already in this game. Christian Tucker launching a three, and Tucker had 3 really good seasons at UTSA. And in the opening game, he was a plus 22 in the plus-minus category in the win against Bakersfield. And the 3 missed, and Luka Tarlach runs it down for the Mustangs.
Well, he was a terrific player for UTSA, Roxy. I saw him, covered him last year. He was just really a tough player.
Underneath, double clutch, and it rattles in for Mac Riniker.
Well, Riniker fouled out in his last game, and that was a big reason they couldn't hold on against USF. But Riniker, he's a veteran. And, you know, you look at Cal Poly, Roxy, they've got 5 guys that can hurt you on the floor.
Jeremiah Wilkinson, and a foul committed by Logan McLaughlin. In a Cal uniform here on Monday night against Bakersfield.
Well, Roxy, that's good news when your point guard delivers. Know that our individual minutes and accolades aren't imperative that we
in fact, Wilkinson, the first freshman signed by Mark Madsen as the Cal head coach. Mac Riniker missing inside as he went to work, and the rebound grabbed. Here comes DJ Campbell for Cal. Andre Stojakovic gets to the bucket. And that was a nice finish across the key.
Well, that's and you were talking today, and he's worked awfully hard on that in the offseason.
BJ Omat spinning. Left it short, but we'll get to the line of foul on Cal Poly.
Out on the floor defensively, forcing them to drive and get to the basket. And Cal Poly 40 free throws any day. And, you know, I'll send the officials a Christmas holiday gift maybe if that happens. I never used to see that very often, but you got to earn that. And Mark Madsen, the way his staff plays and they want his team to play, they make that happen.
Backdoor cut and the lay-in for Kieran Elliott. Second on Isaac Jessup. The lob and Lee Dort the finish.
Way to make me look good, big fella. He's putting in some work, Roxy. I mean, look at this, over the top, untouched. And even if you want to guard him, you know, there's just nobody on Cal Poly that can go up and stay with him to the rim. You know, he's flying the friendly skies, and there's no traffic up there.
Bondel to the basket, and another miss inside, but a foul. The first whistled against Cal, and that will send Peter Bondel to the points at USF. And Bondel, international experience, playing Royal Crown School in Toronto, and goes 1 for 2 from the line. And DJ Campbell the rebound, and a 4-point lead for the Mustangs, who've led by as many as 12 here in the first half. And the floater, and the first points for Rytis Petraitis, and Cal within 2. Ethan Menzies, and the cutting Luka Tarlac drops it in.
Now that's what they do, rock
You up. Jovan Blacksher Jr., the step back 3. And the rebound, Jared Hyder ripped away by Petraitis, and then he's mugged by Ethan Menzies. And 2 shots for Petraitis.
Well, that's
This roster for Mark Madsen is at the line. The transfer from Air.
around. They've seen, you know, big-time basketball. They've had a basketball in their hands for an awfully long time.
That's Cal. Rytis Petraitis from deep, and a 3, and Cal.
A real threat coming off the bench for the Cal Bears.
And that's 3 fouls in Ethan Menzies, who is still in the game for Cal Poly. Andre Stojakovic nails a 3, and back-to-back 3s, and Cal is up 4. And quickly back the other way, Cal Poly answers.
Yeah, we talked about against this team. Great that you're knocking shots down, but this team doesn't care. They'll come down and they'll shoot you out.
First points for Owen Kuntz, the stutter step move. The ball movement, Christian Tucker from D, 3! Ball-point deficit. And you have Menzies watching Blacksher with the 3 fouls. Cal on an 11-2 run. And that's the 4th foul on Ethan Menzies with 4:15 left in the first half.
Well, you mentioned.
And one more for Christian Tucker. And Christian Tucker nails them both. And
Has Cal Poly gotten to the rim, Roxy, not to not finish or come away with a foul call? Really come away empty-handed.
Andre Stojakovic draws the foul, the second on Owen Kuntz.
Well,
Stojakovic will go to the free throw line. Averaged just under 8 points per game, made 10 starts for the Cardinal last year in Trentwood High School up in the Sacramento area. And was a 5-star. The rebound here is Mac Riniker. He pushes up the floor. Riniker backs his way in. Deep 3. And a 3 for Logan McLaughlin.
What they're comfortable doing is knocking down shots.
That was a deep one from McLaughlin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Christian Tucker turns the corner. Andre Stojakovic. And Lee Dort on the weak side. Dort muscles it back up and in. The second bucket for Dort. How could you forget the first one? It was an emphatic slam. Tarlach will get to the line for Cal Poly.
Well, really tough to so far in a very short season.
2 shots for the Utah transfer Tarlach. Serbian junior national team as well. And he hits both free throws. Isaac Jessup, shot blocked, but a foul on Christian Tucker. And Tucker in disbelief.
Poly to climb right back into this game right before they go to
Mesa, who began his college career at Colorado.
Against USF the other night, so he's a big part of this team. You know, he's a senior.
Now a 3-point Bears lead. Let's see if Cal tries to get a 2-for-1 here to end the first half. Blacksher draws a foul and will get to the line. And there you see some of the creative opener. And really a remarkable story, overcoming a significant knee injury when it was at Cal Poly. 4th in steals. And last year, this goes to show you the type of teammate that he is. Coming back, he accepted coming off the bench and being the 6th man for that team, despite all that success. And that fueled a terrific season for Grand Canyon.
Well, that's what leaders do, Roxy. They put the team obviously above themselves. Now, if you're Cal Poly, you've got to absolutely make sure you get the last shot. Even if you don't score, you can't allow Cal to come back and increase this lead.
About a 3-second differential between shot and half clock. Nice pass. Reniker to Tarlach. And Luka Tarlach back to the line. The foul is on Mady Sissoko.
Really makes you pay. If you double them, they will find not only 3 guys spotting on the perimeter, but they will find
for halftime.
Now you're Cal Poly, you want to get back on defense and not give up an offensive rebound.
Here comes Blacksher. And a steal, and that'll take us to halftime as it's knocked away by Peter Bondel. And from down 12, Cal has a 4-point lead at the half.
Well, they did it on their
Haas Pavilion in Berkeley, game 2, year 2 of Mark Madsen. As the Cal coach, as BJ Omot goes inside. Jovan Blacksher Jr. finds Andrei Stojakovic in the corner, and he rattles in a 3. The second 3 for Stojakovic was Mac Reniker again. Cal Poly gets a good look inside, but can't convert.
If you chart their misses at the rim, it's high, Roxy. They're going to look back at this game and talk about the points they left on the table.
BJ Omot from deep, and back-to-back 3.
To Cal's defense, but if you're Cal Poly, it's unusual. They're going to end up shooting the ball before they turn it over the majority of the time.
BJ Omot, a corner 3.
Well, if there's any question mark about Cal shooting or
getting good looks, that has not happened since, as a challenge 3 is missed by Owen Kuntz, and here comes Blacksher for Cal. 2 on 3, and the Bears will slow it up here for the half court. DJ Campbell, the spin move and the jumper.
And that's what he does, Roxy. He's got a tremendous mid-range.
And the baseline pull up, and the miss, a good look for Owen Kuntz, and Cal controls. A hesitation, then Stojakovic lost it going up, but a foul called against Cal Poly.
But Cal's picked up some shooters, Roxy. They've got guys shooting with confidence.
Solid freshman year for Stanford last year. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. And he leads Cal with 11, and the largest lead of the night, growing for Cal to 16. 12 straight for Cal to start the second half. Owen Kuntz finally breaks the seal for the Mustangs, and a foul is on Cal, and it's on DJ Campbell, who
put them on their heels and just played tough defense. Balls today, Roxy, they've really, I think, been good on the 50-50 balls.
To the basket and missing at the rim, but a foul will get Sissoko to the line. So 2 free throws coming up for Cal.
Making that list, but that's tough to do as an underclassman.
One more for Mady, playing against the select team, which Cooper Flagg was a part of. And
Mark Few, you know, coaching the elite team and playing against a young player like Flagg, but he's special.
Aaron Prince Jr. right off the bench hits a 3. And the junior from Las Vegas, who didn't play in the opener in his first appearance here of the 24-25 season, nails a three right away.
Well, if you're Cal, you can't relax against a team like Cal Poly because they'll put points on the board.
Jovan Blacksher rattles in a three for Cal. Driver to the basket, and missing inside was Kieran Elliott. And Cal counters back the other way. Andrei Stojakovic in the key. And Stojakovic too strong, but the offensive rebound, Rytis Petraitis up and in. Game. And last year, Petraitis led Air Force in scoring, rebounding, assists, blocks, and steals, all 5 categories. And skipping his way to the basket, Owen Kuntz lays it in for the Mustangs.
No.
Logan McLaughlin the drop off. And diving for the loose ball is Kuntz, and Petraitis ripped it right away. 2-on-1. Petraitis to the basket, and he draws a foul. That's the 4th on Isaac Jessup. Petraitis from Arlington, Texas, but has dual citizenship with Minnesota transfer. Ola Joseph inside, drops it in. 2 years for the Golden Gophers for Joshua Ola Joseph. The Brooklyn Park, Minnesota native. Last year averaged 7.5 points for Minnesota, where his academic all Big Ten selection. A strong move inside by the... And gets the old school three-point play. He's got 4 off the bench. And it's a 14-point lead for Cal. Right to the rim, and the lay-in by the freshman, Jeremiah Wilkinson. And then forcing a turnover. Petraitis attacks and will get to the line.
Boy, look at how long Coach Madsen, Mark Madsen and his staff have left. They're getting rewarded by playing extra minutes. I think that's a great message to his team. Shots that Cal Poly's had the rim or turnovers in the paint. It's been a ton.
Joshua Ola Joseph backing his way in. And a tough shot.
He plays. He commands attention on the block, but he's also agile from the perimeter. 4th foul on Mac Riniker is a line change now for Cal Poly. Rytis Petraitis on the offensive glass. Lee Dort the putback. I know where that came from. Okay. There's a lot of hockey in the Bernstein family, but that's what they do, and I think that's a good way to describe the Cal Bears. There's going to be a lot of line changes this year.
7 straight for Cal as Ola Joseph makes it 9 in a row for Cal.
Now he's coming into his own, Roxy. He's stepping up and playing big-time basketball.
And a steal, Jeremiah Wilkinson is off to the races. Doing his best Noel Williams imitation right there. To the basket, and a foul will send Owen Kuntz to the line. It's on.
That will pay dividends.
One more for Owen Kuntz. Players or juniors or older?
No, if you're going to have newcomers, Roxy.
Ola Joseph, and here comes Jared Hyder. One-time Cal Bear. Isaac Jessup, corner 3, rattles in for Jessup.
Well, that's what Cal Poly can do when they're on all cylinders. But Cal has kept them at bay defensively. I think Cal has made a conscious adjustment and decision to really step up defensively, and they have.
E.J. Omot, and clearing out, going for the rebound. The foul is on Lee Dort.
Me go through, me go to score. We're not going to give you anything. And that's a mentality that if you know anything about Mark Madsen, and you do, you covered us, and I coached against him. That was his style of play. He was blue-collar, as blue-collar a player as you'll ever see.
Pull-up jumper by Jovan Blacksher Jr., who has 10.
Yeah, you get the feeling he can pretty much do what he wants to do with the ball, and he often does.
That 3 is off the mark from Isaac Jessup, and the offensive rebound and a foul, and Kieran Elliott will have run you.
And then just when you kind of retreat to get his jab step, he is an experienced point guard.
And he was a late addition. And
because they've got him, and he's performing.
as Blackshear, with the medical hardship, was granted the 6th year by the NCAA. And as soon as he went in the portal, Cal right away went after him.
About him as the year goes on, he's really a strong player inside. He's a load, and I think as the year goes on, the Cal Bears are going to Rizzo coach team, and so he's been through the ringer.
Step back three in the corner, and Isaac Jessup there. DJ Campbell lost the handle. Owen Kuntz took it away. It's the trailing Jessup. Launches a three, and another three for Isaac Jessup. Timeout, Mark Madsen and Cal.
Well, in other words, they've got 10 guys now that can hurt you minimally. They've got some guys that are even our 11th and 12th men that played last year that aren't strangers to the game. So you got to like what Cal can do if they can really utilize and at depth of play up to their capability. So far, that's been the story.
20 now for Isaac Jessup, as Cal Poly has trimmed the Cal lead to 14 inside 7 to go. Andre Stojakovic draws contact, +1 for Stojakovic.
Well, it wasn't his forte this year until he shot that shot.
Way to go, Ben.
Yeah, well, you know, if it wasn't me, it might have been you, but he does enjoy getting the
Can't
line.
blame that one on me.
Not this one.
Isaac Jessup, by the way, is fouled out with 20 points for Cal Poly. And on the drive to the bucket, and a nice finish by Aaron Price. Here's Price. Owen Kuntz, tough fall-away shot.
Given the game is Cal Poly to trim it to single digits. Cal Bears have to really utilize their possessions.
It's down to 12, inside 5.5 to go. Jovan Blackshear, the pull-up.
Roxy, it just, you know, you get the feeling he's just playing with confidence. And when you got a guy that can play like that, the point guard, that's what you need and that's what you want.
Peter Bondel fouled on a three by Christian Tucker. And that's the 4th on Tucker, and Bondel, the freshman.
Shot if it goes in, but you don't want to stop the clock and allow your opponent.
Newcomers that Cal has. Cal Poly has 11 newcomers, 7 transfers.
Yes.
Mark Madsen's trying to do.
Yeah, and now Mark Madsen has a little bit of a different challenge, but
And the offensive rebound, Andre Stojakovic in the putback. Tough work inside, and Stojakovic leads Cal with 15.
great athleticism to go up, keep the ball alive, and just get it to the rim in record speed. He got it up there quickly, Roxy.
And a reach in on Jovan Blackshear, his second, will put Jared Hyder.
And that happened to Cal last year, as we remember. They had leads in the game. They gave up. Madsen and the staff is we can't allow that to happen to us.
So the double bonus, Jared Hyder. Shot clock down to 5. DJ Campbell, the lob and the finish. Lee Dort. Heading toward the end of November.
Wow, Lee Dort gets to go back to Vandy, so 2 emotional games certainly for the Bears.
And Jared Hyder, probably an emotional game for him tonight, coming back here to take on Cal, where he has his degree from.
Now, it's always that 4 guys in double figures and 2 guys with 8. They had 5 guys in Jalen Tyson, but what I like about this Cal Bear team so far,
The teams to beat, Long Beach State had some good teams, coaching change there, and the coaching change at Cal Poly, and they're hoping that'll springboard them. Jovan Blackshear Jr. rattles in a 3 behind the screen.
Well, you can have a lot of adjectives for Blackshear, Roxy, but confidence has to be one of them. He plays with extreme level of confidence.
Cal is now up by 19 after Cal Poly threatened to climb back into the game. Hyder up and under. And the tip, nice job at the rim by Aaron.
TV timeouts and said, guys, we got to write this. It's not even the score, I think, that Mark Madsen was upset about. It was just kind of how things were going.
And the looks that Cal Poly was getting
Absolutely.
on the offensive end. And going down the lane, and a foul will get Peter Bond.
Have to correct him. You want to correct him as soon as possible.
One more for 5 against Cal Poly every time these two teams have hooked up.
For the Cal Bears, but played for Cal Poly that knocked down a big time. And by the way, they beat us at this gym, and we went to the NCAA. They beat one of our better teams with Leon Pope as a freshman.
Step back from DJ Campbell, the kick out. Jovan Blackshear Jr. a 3. Really having an impact in this game. Their depth and also their unselfish play, their teamwork tonight has been fun to watch. Blackshear again launching a 3. And the rebound tipped out, and Vasilic has it for the Mustangs. And a block shot by Andrei Stojakovic.
Well, I think Cal now will just hold the ball and kind of salt this one away, Roxy. But what you just mentioned is what you're going to take away if you're the Cal Bears. Tremendous balance tonight, and that's something that they really have improved from a year ago.
So Cal doesn't have to shoot it. They're running out the clock, and they'll be 2-0 for the first time since 2019-2020. And a tough trip for Cal Poly, losing in USF and getting run out of Haas Pavilion by Cal tonight. The final, the Golden Bears 91, Cal Poly 73. A balanced attack. Jovan Blackshear Jr. leading the way with 18 points to pace California.